Okay, we are on our way. It's 6:32. Supposed to be at the ferry landing right now, but that's okay. It's a Sunday morning. I don't expect it to be busy, or I could be totally off on that. But what I wanted to show you was all the elk. Oh, and grizzlies. There's like a dozen elk out there, and that's just some of them. Spring trip for Mom's birthday, 2026. So Mom's turning 94 this year, so we're headed down because at this point in her life we cannot miss a birthday because she's getting on in age. And so we got the trailer behind us, and we got a hit on our trailer. Somebody would like to come and look at it, and they happen to live in the lower mainland as well. So we'll just catch the highlights of the trip going down. Possibly some interesting spots. You know, the road gets crazier or something like that. We'll fill you in along the way.
That was wild.
Oh, what was wild?
I was in there and the guy says, "Oh, is that trailer you're hauling for sale?" I said, "Yeah." "Oh, well, my brother's looking for one. Where are you located?" So he's going to pass some information on to his brother, and he'll come and take a look at it.
Might have seen the sign in the back window.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So,
Oh, cool.
you ever on the Kootenay Lake Ferry, get the Sunriser sandwich, breakfast sandwich. Good stuff.
Okay. So as we were pulling out the driveway, I couldn't help but to share with you all the elk that were in the golf course this morning. I'm not sure if they're still going to be hanging out there once golf season starts in a month. So that'll be interesting to note. I'll have to make a special note of that. I've seen them as late as like 8:30 in the morning, crossing the road, going up mountain to go back to wherever they go during the day. So yeah, I'm curious as to what they do in the summertime when the golf course is up and running. Because that was a big herd, and there was two of them. One on the were they on 18 or were they? Was that 18 or 9? Anyway, somewhere around there.
I didn't really see them. I saw a few of them, but I was driving.
Yeah,
so
and then down a little further in the trees, which I also showed, was a whole bunch more. So I think the herd has grown since last year, because I see a lot more hoof prints and beat up ground going across the trail into the golf course when I'm walking the girls. So yeah, habits of the elk. Where do they migrate to?
Well, Miriam just took over driving, and we are about a half hour west of Princeton, heading towards Allison Pass. So I don't think we've hit Mine Hill yet.
I think that was it.
Oh, that was Mine Hill. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry, my bad.
Mine's back there.
Yeah, anyways. So we have just run into snow. So I don't know what the top is going to be like at Allison once we get into Manning Park. The roads have been great up until now. Haven't seen any snow. Sunshine was bright all the way, pretty much right from Balfour all the way to Princeton on the other side. So we're running into a little bit of snow. We'll just see how it goes. Roads are a little bit wet, but the snow isn't sticking right now because we're still sitting at 6 degrees Celsius. So we'll just keep an eye and report back to you. Well, we've just reached the Allison Pass summit, and it is snowing quite a bit, and it is sticking to the road. So all we gotta do is just take it nice and easy. It just went from 2 lanes down to 1 lane after a 28 kilometer stretch. But now we're just gonna be single laning all the way into Sunshine Valley and then Hope. And it's not really a Sunshine Valley, it's just a name. But yeah, well, that's the way it is. We are in the last of March. It's what, yeah, last week of March anyways.
29th.
Yeah, coming into April in a couple of days. So, well, we had to take Kootenay Pass last year. This year, well, we got lucky. We were able to take the ferry across Kootenay Lake. So we didn't have any really bad highway passes to work with or deal with, aside from this one. Paulson Summit was great. That's between Christina Lake and Castlegar. And I don't even think I saw a snowflake there.
Snow on the edge of the road.
Yeah, well, we've got lots of snow on the edge of the road here. That is for sure. Yeah, it's just, in these conditions, just take it slow.
And this is what we don't miss living in the Lower Mainland. Trying to get on the freeway out in Aldergrove. And it is wall-to-wall cars. Cars over there. And I'm sure if we look in the rearview mirror, we probably can see all the cars behind us. So, it was a good visit. We'll talk about that a little bit more. The point of the trip this time was for my mom's 94th birthday. Because you don't know if there's going to be another one. As morbid as that sounds. So make sure we show up for Mom's birthday for sure. Got some shopping done, did a big Costco run. Wasn't one of our biggest bills, but it was up there. Yeah, just stock up on a bunch of dry goods and that sort of thing.
Well, they were missing some of the things that I usually like to get, but oh well, I can order them online. Closest Costco to our place, otherwise, like, instead of driving to the Lower Mainland, the closest Costco is 6 hours away in Kelowna. So it's probably twice a year is about all we do.
Which is, Kelowna's as big of a nightmare, traffic nightmare as the Lower Mainland. So part of the issues, well, it's now 8 o'clock, and one of the issues is that they're working on the highway, which isn't seem to be holding traffic up too bad, but it's morning, so on a Thursday, so
it's just traffic in a big city always sucks.
So it's just a mess.
Yeah, the construction just compounds it.
Yeah. For me, it was a distraction when we were driving in on Sunday. It was like, what is going on with the highway? I've driven 1,000 times. So here we're going off the regular highway because they're tearing that apart to repave it. So I'm not sure how many lanes they're going to be putting in here.
I'm thinking 4 in each direction.
Possibly. So this carries on from basically 232nd, I think, all the way through to Abbotsford, because it's always, I used to drive down here, and if there was an accident, yeah, you weren't getting to work on time. Anyways, yeah, so we came down for Mom's birthday, which was yesterday. My mom's an April Fool's baby. And we had done some shopping, and we, like I said, we did Costco, and basically just stocked up. And now we're headed home again. So hopefully we don't have any snow in Manning Park this time.
By Joe Tom.
Well, it wasn't an issue because I was driving and it wasn't sitting on the road, and it was just a little bit of a visibility thing. Alright, here we go. Can't wait to get to Hope when we lose all this traffic. Just coming up to the Hope slide here, and we are socked in. I had better visibility on Sunday, so it's Thursday today. Driving in the snow. And I can't help notice that the last couple of storms that came through here that involved a atmospheric river, there's a lot of trees that just snapped and are just lying on the side of the road still. They obviously haven't had time to clean things up. But yeah, just damage that I've never noticed before in all the times that we've gone this route. So it wasn't a snowy, harsh winter, but it was a little bit harsh on vegetation for sure.
Well, because there's so much moisture in the ground, and then the wind picks up, and the roots aren't solid enough in the ground. And a lot of them just blow over. It doesn't matter about the size.
Well, some of them just snap.
Yeah, that too.
Oh, we got some snow on the side. Leftover snow that hasn't seen the light of day or sunshine at all.
And we're coming into the Sunshine Valley.
Ah!
And I'd call this low cloud, not fog.
Well, yeah.
Because we've got some elevation here.
We're just socked in.
Yeah, I wonder what Allison Pass is going to be like in Manning Park.
We will let you know. Oh, we ran out. What I've been noticing along that side of the highway, on Highway 3, going through Manning Park, is they've had to reinforce the ditches with large, chunky rocks. And just the amount of sticks and debris that we're not used to seeing. They had a pretty wicked atmospheric river that came through here and washed out some of the road. I'll get back to you on that. I think we're coming up on the where the slide was. As I was saying, in the ditch there, they've reinforced the sides and the banks of the ditch with big chunky rocks, just to keep the sides from falling in. And this is where the road was washed out. All these logs down here to reinforce the bank. Catch all that? It was pretty quick. But even here, they've put in lots of rock. Oh. Bumpity, bumpity, bumpity. Mother Nature was very angry because, yeah, quite a bit of devastation. So we're in the wonderful winter land now. Coming up onto the summit of Allison Pass here in a few minutes. Wrigley does not like the mountains. No, it hurts her ears. Okay, everybody just scratch her ears for a minute. Poor dog. Doesn't bother Bailey, but Wrigley ears bother her. Need a bit of a brushing when we get home.
Well, you put that tick stuff in.
But I didn't put it behind her ears.
Yeah, well, she moves around. She moves around like Wrigley.
There goes my ears. But yes, when I was saying that snow was right up to the edge of the road. I got some work to do on these roads. There's some bad bumps, potholes, ruts.
These ones aren't too bad.
Well, I think these were paved not too long ago. rebuilt, reinforced all the side of the road here. Looks like they put concrete blocks or poured concrete there on the side of the road just to keep it from falling into the valley below. So we're on the other side of Banning Park, heading into towards Princeton. Nice thing about Highway 3 is typically it's not very busy, even in the summertime. You'll have a few campers and that sort of thing, but for the most part it's not a terribly well-used road.
In a lot of places there's lots of passing lanes, because it is a mountain road, so there's lots of places to get past or be the passer. Well, Miriam wanted to point out a fact, well, a statement of hers. Would you like to say, honey?
Seems like Mother Nature decides when I take over driving, there needs to be more snow around on the road or on the edges of the road, because there is more snow now going over the Paulson Summit than there was when Brent drove west.
This is true. We are heading into Castlegar now. Excuse me. We're heading into Castlegar, and the snow is up to the side of the roads. There's nothing on the roads. That's a good thing. When I came through a few days ago, it was clear as a bell, nice and dry roads. And then we switched over in Princeton, and as soon as Miriam started driving, we hit snow. All the way to Sunshine Valley, which is almost all the way to Hope. So that was a long drive with snow coming down. It was almost blizzard conditions, but the road was clear. So anyhow,
This guy got tired of waiting for me, even though I've been doing the speed limit plus.
yeah, oh well, that's the way it goes. Oh, we got an accident. Somebody lost control.
Oopsie.
Look at that was recording. Looked like somebody was hauling I guess a skid steer on a trailer. Lost a little bit of control and went woof into the ditch.
And the guy that just passed me slowed right down. Well, I made it home, busy putting all the things away. I acquired a few things that were my mom's, and my sister was holding on to them because I had nowhere to store them in the trailer. And now I got them. Got the serger so I can fix the cuffs of my one hoodie that I really like. And yeah, stitching just came apart. One of those older cozy ones. And most of the groceries is put away. Our Costco run. And got some meat that needs dividing up there. Need to make some space in the fridge, that's for sure. And Brent's just out for a minute. The next job, that's for tomorrow. It's gonna be a nicer day tomorrow, apparently. Gonna get some of this grime off the trailer. I mean, you can't even open the door without getting dirty hands. It's just nasty. Anyways, we'll give the inside. I think the outside's worse than the inside right now. We'll give it a bit of a clean up. Yeah, Brent just ran to the store for, I don't even know what. We bought so many things. Yeah, so tomorrow will be about cleaning the truck and the trailer and getting those things all tidied up. And then we're on to our next things that we're going to be doing. Not sure what those are right now. Continue working on our soffits and finishing up the skirting on the house and that sort of thing. So yeah, that's all we wanted to share with you this week. Give us a thumbs up if you like what you see. Don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell for notifications. Bye-bye.